exponential growth. So we're going to deal with exponential growth. We're going to focus on the Canadian population, though, when we do it. So we went to Wikipedia and took some information. It says that the current Canadian growth rate is 1.238% per year. And the current Canadian population is a little over 35 million. We want to calculate what the population will be in 1 year, 5 year, and in 10 years. Okay? And we'll get to part B in a moment. So we talked about exponential growth before. Y is equal to A multiplied by B to the power of X. Now, because it's growth, we know that B must be greater than 1. And because it's a percentage increase, we essentially break our B into two sections. 1 plus whatever the percentage increase is. So we have to turn our percentage into a decimal. Our percentage is 1.238. And to turn it into a decimal, we divide by 100. Which gives us a decimal value of 0.001238. Okay. So, in other words, we're going to be replacing this percentage increase with this number here. Y is equal to, and we'll talk about A in a moment, 1 plus 0.001238 to the power of X. A is our initial value, and our initial value in the Canadian population was 35,056,000. We rounded it a little. So our formula reads Y is equal to 35,056,000 multiplied by 1.001238 to the power of X. X being per year. So we said we had to calculate it at 1 year, which means we'll look for when X is equal to 1. We need to calculate it at 5 years, so when X is equal to 5. And we have to calculate it for 10 years, when X is equal to 10. So, for the first one, we'll plug these numbers into our calculator. The B? Let me double check. Sorry, I made a slight error here. There should only be 1 0 here. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to put this into our calculator. It's 1.01238 to the power of 1. Is that going to change this number? No. Ends up being the exact same number multiplied by the 35,056,000. Okay, is that the right number? Yep. Which will give us 35,048,993. So 489,993. Is that right? So that's what it is in 1 year. Then for 5 years, we do the exact same formula and plug that value in for X. So same thing. 1.01238 to the power of 5 this time, which changes this value, and times the initial value of 35,056,000. 37 to 80. Angela, can you tell me what the number is? I know you've done it there. 37,000. Yeah. 364. All right. So in 5 years, which would be what, 2018, we expect there to be roughly 37.2 million people in Canada. And in a decade, same idea, same formula, just a different X. 1.1238 to the power of 10. You want to tell me what the number is there, Angelo? 39,645,6. So we're a little, well, 39.6 million. That's great. So our population is growing quickly. The second question asked, when will it be exactly 40 million? Now, this is a difficult question for us to ask. We have our formula here, which is really important. Okay. This formula is very important for what we're about to do. They're asking us when it's 40 million. So what they're doing is they're giving us our y value in b. They're telling us y is equal to 40 million. And then the rest of our formula. So what we'll do is we'll replace the y in our formula. Remember the formula read y was equal to 35 million. 56,000. 1.0238. I think that's right to the x. That's right. 12, sorry. 1238. Okay. So they told us y is 40 million. So what we have to do here is we replace our y with 40 million. We need to solve for an x. Now, luckily, we already know that in 10 years, are we at 40 million? No, we're a little under. So let's try the next year. We don't want to go by specific month or day. We're just going to answer for a range. So between 10 and 11 years, 11 and 12 years. So let's try x at 11. Okay? We're going to try x at 11, plug it into here, and see how close, or if we go over 40 million. If we go over, we know it's going to be between 10 and 11 years. If it's still under 40 million, then we have to try the next year out. So it's a trial and error method. So 1.01238 to the power of 11 times 35,056,000. There it is. Over 40 million. So it's like 40 million, 13,000, something like that. So we know between years 10 and 11. So between 10 to 11 years, the Canadian population will reach 40 million people. Okay, so we had to do a little trial and error. We plugged in values of x to solve for that.